Yeah, obviously after the first 3 rounds we weren't playing the type of footy we wanted to play, and we were really struggling, I guess. So just good to get some momentum, get some guys back from injury, and also just to see some of the young guys come through and really play roles for us. We've got more depth because we actually got to find that out. So you can't really say you've got depth for guys who haven't come in and played that role until they've done that. So to have all those guys debut and come in and play their role and show us that they're capable at that level shows that we have got the depth, I guess, that we didn't think we did have earlier in the year. Yeah, I think there's plenty of improvement, but it's probably not going to be us relying on guys coming back. I think it's more the guys who are in there have showed that they can match it with the best teams around. So obviously Adelaide are one of the form teams in the competition. A couple of weeks ago we managed to beat them over there, so that wasn't relying on guys who weren't out there. It was just the 22 who ran out for us. So I think our young guys have shown they can go out and do it for us. It was really positive yesterday after the game, and even during the game, sort of half time, getting around the boys. So he thinks it's pretty minor, particularly in comparison to last time. So look, we're just hoping that that is the case when he has his scans today. He has, yeah, and it's disappointing because he came back during the pre-season. He was super fit, and obviously the first groin hurt him, and he was just starting to find his touch again this time. But again, we know the quality of him, we know how good a player he is, and how much of an X factor he can be for us in probably the last 4 to 6 weeks of the season when he gets his fitness back from this injury, and obviously going into finals. So hopefully only misses a couple, and then we can get him back in there. Yeah, but in the end, I think they were always going to keep coming, and obviously they had a lot to play for. And I think for us, when we got that far in front, it's easy for guys to switch off, and I guess just start thinking about the next week and the fact that we have got a week off. So it was a little bit disappointing, but in the end, I think our guys have earned a bit of a break and a rest. So overall, I think just where we're at season-wise, we're pretty happy. We'll do recovery today. The next couple of days we'll do a bit of review and look at where we're at individually as a group. And then a bit of relaxation thrown in. So we've got a couple of training sessions up there, but they won't be over the top. But again, we don't want to just go up there and do nothing. So just going to be a good trip, good chance to get away and spend some time together. It hasn't surprised me, but it's been a blessing for us. I think for Goldie, we've always known the quality of him as a player and as a person, and he works pretty hard. And he's had a lot of injuries the last few years, but also he's tried to battle for a half-back spot with myself and Tuvi and Heeshaw and Harry O'Brien. We're sort of all the same type of player, so there's only so many players who can fill those roles for us, and he's sort of been a bit on the outer and come in every now and then as a half-back. But for him to come in and play a bit on the wing and then obviously a bit forward for us just gives us another element to our game when we go forward. Yeah, we're up for him. We were hoping Lockie Keefe was going to get one before he hurt his knee as well, but look, Sinks, I think when he came in, people sort of questioned his role and what he was doing, but for us, there's never been any doubt. We've known what type of player he is, and he's just someone who throws himself in every contest, and that's all we ask from him. We don't ask him to go out there and kick 3 or 4 goals every week. Obviously the goals came yesterday, and they've come, I guess, the second half of the first part of the year for him. But it's more the tackling and the pressure and the structures that have been sensational for us, the way he's going about it. So it's a good reward for him, and let's hope he can keep it up for the rest of the year.